Can you guys see that large on the screen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this was teased this week, kind of came out of nowhere. This is sculpted by Daniel Bell. What do you guys think of this? What you're seeing initially here?
They look very large. When I first saw this photo, I thought it was maybe like a Hulk buster. That's how big they look. But yeah, I'm curious to see what it looks like when it's lit up on the normal light.
I wonder if they're going to do different colors, like the gray Hulk, the red Hulk, and then the traditional.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, like a classic Hulk.
Yeah.
And will they have different portraits or the same portrait?
Well, that's what I think. If you're gonna do like a modern, like so on the previous PFs, they did like the modern, and then they gave a switch out head. But maybe they're trying to avoid like a seam line on the head for once.
I would think.
Yeah.
I've heard rumblings, and I don't know if this will end up being true or not, but I've heard rumblings that some of these might be retailer exclusives.
I've heard that too.
Yes. So I don't know. Sideshow has not made that announcement yet. I don't know if it'll be available on their website or if it'll just be available on other retailers' websites. I don't know yet. But I thought that was interesting. So obviously through any, licensed Sideshow retailer, that's pretty exciting stuff right there. So I guess we'll stay tuned and hopefully we'll have the reveal here sometime soon. And again, we had that tease and we also had, of course, the actual graphic.
Yeah.
And it was sculpted by Daniel Bell, I believe, right?
Yep. Sculpted by Daniel Bell. Absolutely. So it makes me nervous though. He's switching over to Marvel. I want him to stay with DC stuff.
The top half of it from the waist up reminds me of their 1/5 scale Avengers Assemble Hulk.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's really similar.
It really is similar to that same pose. Absolutely. So it'll be interesting to see the reveal, but it looks massive.
Yeah. Hopefully it's soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like tomorrow would be good. Tomorrow's the Thursday.
Tomorrow would be good. This is the first, I threw this in here because this was the first image from the new Superman, no longer Superman Legacy, but it's just going to be called Superman.
Superman.
I saw this, but I couldn't tell. Like, I can't tell what's fake or real anymore on the.
This is real. This is a real image. But the other one of the suit, the full suit, was fake apparently.
Okay. Yeah, this was posted by James Gunn. So
I was going to say this is official.
I'm curious to see the full suit. The logo looks good though.
Yeah, can't wait.
The snow makes sense. I think someone teased they were filming in Norway recently.
Yeah, they're doing Fortress of Solitude scenes up there.
That's awesome.
Oh, that
would explain the snow.
Yeah. Instead of all CG and instead of all CGI, actually,
Yeah. It's
filming on location.
One thing I find encouraging so far is the casting. It seems to me very traditional Superman casting. It's not way off base, weird casting. So I'm encouraged by that.
Me too. Yep. I'm sure you saw this photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like worst nightmare fuel right here.
I think that ladder must have been involved.
I just wonder what happened. Like it even looks like it's like reinforced underneath.
I think somebody fell off that ladder.
Oh, you think fell off and fell into it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Jeff said, like there's so much speculation that the shelves just collapsed, but maybe the guy fell over.
That shelf that we see in the middle there on the left, that right there, Chris, right where your cursor is. I think Jeff is 100% correct. That shelf just does not bend like
in that many spots. It's like buckled in 5 different spots.
Exactly. It just doesn't do that unless something applies pressure to it.
And I've had garage shelves, obviously, my entire collecting journey, and I never had really any bowing at all. And mine did not have these metal supports underneath. Yeah. So like I can't. There's no way that whatever they had on top. I don't know. It scares me. I think you're right. I think maybe somebody fell into it.
Yeah, Jeff's 100. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Ugh.
Yep.
Speaking of displays, I had to give a shout out to Todd. It's over at Spec. Look at this thing.
Why is he skimping though on the budget? I don't get it.
I don't know. I really wish you would put a little bit of money in this thing. Right?
Holy cow!
But is this just nuts?
It's crazy.
How do you clean this floor?
Yeah.
I was actually shocked when he released this photo because I've been there like 5 times during construction and I've never seen this room.
Oh my God.
Take your shoes off before entering? Or?
I've only seen the entrance that looks like, 2001, A Space Odyssey. But next time I'm over there, I'm gonna take a look at this. This is awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get the full tour of this place.
It looks like a clean room where you got to wear those
Booties,
on your shoes and
like the little blue booties on the bottom.
anti-static wristbands and I mean the whole thing.
It's nuts.
Hazmat suits.
Wouldn't that be funny if you have to wear one of those?
It actually would be kind of funny.
Snap.
What is that? Is that
this-
Marcus?
This is from PCS.
Ooh, that's Marcus.
Yes, it is, Marcus.
So they
That's
teased this.
cool.
Yeah, they teased this today, and I'm assuming it's third scale. I'm not.
It is.
It is third scale. Okay,
That's
third scale. Isn't that cool?
I love the Underworld franchise.
I do too.
Yeah,
So that's looking really good.
that's cool.
So I thought a lot of people would be excited about that one.
Yeah.
I
Let's
love
talk-
this one.
Let's talk about this one. This is the new Electra from Sideshow. We kind of just saw a teaser last time, but we get a lot more involved this time. It's actually up for pre-order already.
Yeah.
What do you guys think now that you've seen it fully revealed?
I
Don't
love
know
the
about
flow
the
of it,
portrait.
like I said in the last one, and now the base even looks more awesome to me.
So you like the
yeah,
face?
it would be a definite buy if I was like super into Electra, type thing like that. But I've always loved Daredevil. He was my dad's favorite superhero. That and Batman were my dad's two favorite superheroes who got me into comics and all that. So yeah.
Some
I think
people have liked her rage, kind of her rage face.
Yeah.
I think we're in the minority, Matt. Like I think we're the only ones that do like. I've seen a lot of complaints of people not liking it.
Oh yeah. Man.
I'm not a fan of the portrait.
You're not.
Why not though?
I don't think she's attractive, whereas the last PF is extremely attractive.
Okay.
That's what I'll tell you. Be honest with you. When this was revealed, I brought down the old one because it's up on a high shelf and gave it a good dusting and took pictures of it, and was just struck by how great that piece is.
Yeah.
Just the musculature of her back, the pose is really cool. The face is beautiful.
That's because it's Susan.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But this one,
But
the face looks kind of harsh to me. I don't find it attractive. That's a lot of billowing sashes behind her, almost extreme to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's art. It's more artsy, I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can see that. All right.
The base is cool, but for the Electra herself, I much prefer the last one.
Morris brought up a good point. He's like, "Why is she kneeling on the samurai guys?"
Yeah, it's like
Right.
she just landed on them. Or
Yeah,
something.
like jumped on.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe so.
Chris,
I
can
don't
you zoom in on the portrait? I think I agree with pretty much everything Jeff just said. I think, just structurally, design-wise, the teeth look wrong to me. Looks like she's got a mouthful of bad dentures, that are too big. Like those top teeth they don't look right in her mouth. I don't know. But, I mean, she doesn't need to look like a supermodel, but at the same time, that face doesn't convey what I think, for me at least, what they were trying to convey. They're trying to convey aggression and all that.
Yeah.
It just looks like constipation or something. I don't know.
Well, and the crazy thing, I mentioned it in my video, but like you could see a gap on her
That's
hair.
what I was about to say. I guess because it's the
Yeah.
prototype. Yeah. I
Oh,
definitely see
yeah.
it. Yeah.
But like, how was that not caught when it was photographed? Like that's the crazy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw it
Photoshop
right away.
Something, right?
And why isn't she looking down at the four assassins trying to kill her?
That's true.
She's
Maybe
just
there's-
nonchalantly looking off in the distance, thinking about lunch.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about lunch.
She's
I already had lunch, but
she's
anyway, I
multi-head.
mean, I think what Dan said is very valid. There are angles where I think she looks better than others.
Yeah, profile's better.
Yeah, the profile's better for sure.
Yeah.
Like that right there looks better to me than the front.
Yep.
But I agree.
Yeah.
I don't love her face, and I don't find it beautiful. Like I don't find it a beautiful face. I definitely understand what they were going for.
Yep.
This I love.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is one of the coolest bases I've seen Sideshow do ever. I think.
Yeah.
There's so much detail going on here.
I still like it, but I see your guys' points. Like, I think there's definitely a lot of artistic freedom going on in this one.
It's really cool. Yeah, I like the color choices too, with the dark maroons kind of, and the gold and the blue.
And the gold looks real good against the gray. Yeah.
It's a nice touch, a nice look, and something different. We always want something different, so here it is.
Yep.
I reviewed, thanks to Joe Latour, his Shredder, which is amazing. I absolutely loved it in person. It's already boxed up and ready to go for when I get back from spring break. But here's a picture of the turtles with him. It's always kind of cool to see them side by side. Here's some photos that I took. What do you guys think? I don't know if you guys watched the review or not.
I watched the review. I think it's again, Turtles from when I was a kid and all that. But Shredder is one of the all-time villains. I like that portrait. I love that portrait of it.
Yeah, I remember it from San Diego. I think it's a great piece, really, and quite large. It's very imposing.
It really is, and especially like when you have his cape billowing out.
Mm-hmm.
It was very well done. I was really impressed with the texture and the paint. I just think it's one of PCS's coolest pieces I've ever seen.
The whole line is really, really well done.
It's fun. So anyway, that is shipping now from PCS and Sideshow and other places. And again, here's a kind of if you want to pair them up with the Turtles, they are going to do I think Casey Jones and some of the other ones as well. Bebop, Rocksteady, probably.
Yeah, it's a cool line.
This is the piece that I think, Jeff, we saw in San Diego. This is that. Oh man, who made this?
The Weta.
Yeah, thank you. The Weta. This is that 6-scale Weta.
Yeah.
But I think it looks better here than it did in person.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not perfect, but I feel like it's at least like that looks better to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still not. I mean, not 100% there, obviously. But
He's the easiest of the three to get the likeness because he's the cowl,
Yeah, you got the cowl and the butt chin,
Harder with the other two.
Butt chin.
There it is. It's the butt chin. Right there. Mm-hmm. I love this. This is from DC Direct. This is I think it's based on J. Scott Campbell.
Yep, J. Scott Campbell. He showed it today. Yep.
What do you guys think?
That looks good.
Yeah.
Legs right up to her neck.
Yep.
And the only other issue is there's no fishnets.
Yeah.
Well, but some people think it's based on the animated series where she didn't have the fishnets, I guess.
Okay, that could be.
I think, this is going to sell really well. It's going to be
really well.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if Sideshow did a PF like this?
Yeah, it'd be nice.
It's yeah.
Oh, Eric's dubious.
What do you think, Eric?
As far as what, the fishnets?
I don't know.
In general, the statue. What do you think?
Oh, I love it. I'm a huge fan of J. Scott Campbell. Anything he does. Yeah, I was almost tempted to actually buy it for like my office shelf.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's really cool.
I think like you said, it's going to sell very well.
Yeah, and the same thing like Jeff said in his group. It's like almost impossible to paint fishnet. So unless they're using mixed media,
there's no way. You'll be so sloppy. Yeah. How cool is this?
I love this.
Dan, what art is this based on?
Sinavage.
I know how much you like him.
Detective Comics 400.
It's so cool.
Very different. Yeah.
It's really different, really neat.
Yeah, this is right off the cover.
Yeah,
this is right off the cover. I've got the cover signed by him, and I think Dan, didn't I get you one signed by him?
Yeah, we got one. Yep.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah, definitely awesome. One of my favorite artists.
So I still have not met him yet, so I'm hoping I get to at some point.
I saw him interview Frank Miller at probably WonderCon a couple of years ago.
He's the one that sets up at the Alex Ross booth, right?
Yeah, he comes to New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris, you were there. I think we saw him at New York. I don't know if we spoke. We didn't speak to him, but you saw him at New York. So we filmed the booth tour.
His stuff, guys, he had in New York. This past time? No, it was the prior one.
It was the year I went.
Yeah, the year that you went, Chris. He had 2 originals.
Yes,
3 originals in his booth. One of them, all 3 sold.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was 125. Batman 125 covers went $45,000.
I was gonna say they were expensive.
The other one was Batman Reptilian, the one with Killer Croc on the cover. I've got a print of it here in my room, and that one went $40,000. Like, people pay big money for his art.
Yeah. He's like Jeff said too. He's a well-known artist and published artist, and he does. I've got some of his Daredevils.
His Daredevil stuff is awesome.
That I love.
So
his
good.
Electra graphic novel, Electra miniseries, and then before that, all of his Moon Knight stuff was just fantastic.
Yeah, Moon
Right,
Knight.
yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
McFarlane's also doing a new DC Direct piece with the Joker, which I thought this one's pretty fun.
I don't approve of this one.
You don't like it?
No.
It does have the wooden gun. We pointed out it's got the wooden gun.
Yep.
So apparently you can have wood guns, just not real guns. But I like the padded cell base. I thought that was pretty neat.
It's creative.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like
sculpted
the
nicely.
tricycle.
Yeah, it's fun with the little trike, and it's just it's very whimsical. It's fun.
I don't like the tie to children like that.
Yeah.
Creeps me out.
That's a good point.
You know, it just creeps me out. But
Yeah, well, I think that's the point, Dan.
well, not in a good way.
I know, but I think that's the point of this. It's too creepy.
Yeah.
This is another teaser from PCS. Obviously, Ghostbusters with the new Ghostbusters film coming out. I think this looks great.
That looks awesome.
They're doing a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say PCS is really they're really taking off. They're really doing some really great stuff.
That
this
Pumpkinhead they did was really good.
it's so many great pieces. But this is what it's gonna look like all together. Like, how great is that?
All I can hear is, okay, who brought the dogs?
That's right.
So what scale? This is gonna be like 1/3 or something?
I don't think they've
grand.
announced it yet. I'm guessing maybe quarter.
That looks like a coffee table piece.
I was gonna say this is gonna be a Jeff Morris coffee table for sure.
Yeah. It looks great though.
It's probably
does.
quarter because I think weren't there Ghostbusters quarter?
Oh yeah, they were. Jeff. Yeah, they were.
I think they
That's
were.
right.
That's right. So this would make sense that it's quarter. But even at quarter, like those dogs are going to be really big.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really big. It'd be one hell of a diorama. It'd be really cool if they did like a giant Stay Puft head behind it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Here's some in-hand photos of. Oh, geez, is this the in? No, I don't know if this is in art or Hot Toys. This must be Hot Toys. But I put some photos of that. I thought it looked pretty darn good.
That looks good.
Yeah. That looks better. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it looks real nice. So people have been real happy with Hot Toys lately with what they've been getting in.
Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah, I think it looks awesome.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's probably Hot Toys. It's got you can pose them and stuff, right?
Yeah. The Poison Ivy finally went up for pre-order this last week. What do you guys think of this one? This one I have not ordered. I'm assuming none of you have either.
When this one was first announced, I thought, I love that. I thought it looked really great. I refuse. $1,600 is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For this,
It's quarter scale.
it's obnoxious.
What the hell?
But that
Why?
being said, I
No.
do love the bonus part of the Batman skull. It was in the.
This right here.
I do love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of cool stuff going on the back of the base that you'll never see unless you have
Yeah.
It's
a
awesome.
rotating display.
But $1,600
1/3 pricing for a quarter scale.
plus shipping, guys, probably
Plus
what,
shipping.
$250?
Yep.
I mean,
Not happening.
Yeah, no way. No way.
And you know, I compared this to the piece from Sideshow that just recently came out. I love it. Like, it's so good.
Yep.
And like, I think this one's great. Some people have said it's kind of like elfish or fairy like, which
cool.
maybe is why I don't relate to it quite as much.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, I do like the metallic paints. I know in talking to their creative director, I talked to him a couple months ago about this piece, and he had mentioned how excited they were about this new paint technique that they were doing with the metallics and stuff. And there's no doubt that it looks great. But really, at this point, it comes down to, like, again, the price point. If you're charging third scale prices for a quarter scale, and you are getting a lot of base, so I can understand maybe where some of that cost is coming from. But holy moly.
Did they change this portrait? I
They
thought
did.
this portrait used to look more like Uma.
Yep.
Well, they do have that portrait, which is right here.
Okay.
But,
No, but to me, the face on all the portraits now look very similar to each other.
they do.
Whereas before, I thought this one looked more like Uma.
I agree.
I agree. I think the original portrait, and I think even she had different hair, like and it had more of like a Uma Thurman hair.
Yeah.
Right.
When we first saw that render teased, when they first did that reveal, and so I agree. That was the first thing I noticed. So I'm like, why are all the hairs the same?
Yeah.
And all the portraits look. I mean, this looks just softer. She's not evil right now. Like
Right.
the other one made her look mean.
I can see with these portraits why people would say kind of elfish or fairy-like, because she does look like that. And the way that those leaves are situated behind her almost look like wings.
Looks like
Exactly.
You know?
Groucho
Oh,
Marx
okay.
with those
Yeah.
eyebrows.
And also, there's so much plants.
Yeah.
You know, she gets a little bit lost, and maybe she looks smaller, like a fairy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
like,
can see why
take
people
them
would think that.
You know, I have not seen or thought of those being wings, but now I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that looks like now.
yeah,
Yep.
it's a disappointment because it's such a cool piece, but it's so expensive.
Yeah. It just,
If this was 900, I'd buy it.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can even see 12 because
Yeah,
they
I mean,
tack on
yeah.
5 or so.
If it's
or
12 for the
15.
deluxe,
Yeah,
I would consider,
yeah.
because you're getting a lot of base. But still. But yeah, I mean, look at that. Look at everything you don't see.
Yeah.
I know.
And
the
that's
thing.
really cool. That's a great idea.
It's so cool on the back.
You know, I like
All
that.
that wasted sculpt.
You can actually display it that way too, I think.
A victory royale for some collectors. Obviously, Jay Sia has updated the Batman once again, and on the more Neil Adams like head, he is going to make the cowl ears longer. He actually asked my opinion, and I actually liked the short ears, but he obviously listened to everybody else's feedback as well. He's going to do the blue. Did somebody say something funny?
Yeah. Chris says long ears. Okay. We're definitely going short.
right.
This is already up for pre-order now.
Yes, it's already up for pre-order.
All right, so I don't mind the changes, but as somebody that, like, if I was pre-ordering something and then they made so many changes to this piece that it's like,
Yeah, he
thank
needs to
God
be
it's for
done.
thank God it's for the better. I mean, I can imagine, like, if something went wrong, I'm like, oh, I already have it on pre-order though. Why are you changing it?
Yeah, he needs to be done.
Yeah.
They've also lessened the cape texture, which I really liked the cape texture, so I'm a little bit bummed that they're
I
going to
did
smooth
like
it out.
Yeah, I like the cape texture. Now it looks like it's just going to be smooth. Yeah.
So I did not like the cape texture. I couldn't understand why the cape texture would be different than the cowl. It made no sense to me. The cowl was smooth, and the
Okay,
cape looked
Well,
like
that
a
makes sense.
bath towel.
that makes sense.
That makes sense then, Jeff. That makes sense. So anyway, they are adjusting just to keep, just to update everybody if you hadn't seen it. This is
Oh, wait. Who's
What?
ordered it?
I have one coming.
I have one coming.
I'm going to get there. I think with respect to the
Okay, we got there.
last show we did where they're adding back the grappling hook, I think
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and order.
Yeah.
Bite the bullet. Yeah. Where did you guys order from? Spec?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Dan, how about you?
I will probably regret this, but right now I'm not going to order it.
Okay.
I've got Tech 1000. I've got Hush. I'm thinking about space for other characters. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Well, like we said, knowing that he's going to do so many villains.
That's what I'm waiting for. Is
Right.
that I'm waiting for Jay's third scale villains.
And
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
If
I
he
like
al-
DC's full steam ahead at this point. I know we don't want to go into it at the point,
Right.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that with his statement earlier this week, I think that we're going to see some stuff real soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I
really
hope
do.
we see a Raza Ghul.
He's for sure. He's coming.
Okay, good.
He's coming. This is a PCS piece. This is maybe Devastator, I think is who it was.
sounds about right.
I thought it was interesting. This is going to be a pretty big piece. I thought it was interesting that PCS was doing this.
Oh, really?
do they have others that they've done of these? Like, is that a Gen 1? That looks like a Gen 1 Transformer.
Gen
Yeah.
1. I don't think they've
Yeah.
done others. I don't think.
That's cool.
Interesting. It looks great.
It looks great. It's so different than like a Prime 1 piece. Like it's definitely more like simplistic, but it looks more like the toy,
Yeah, it doesn't have that like
Those
the
colors.
shine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like that there's no shine and like it's kind of dull. It looks kind of, I guess, worn, like he would, with respect to me, so yeah.
But I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And the colors.
Yeah,
Cool.
well done.
Yeah. So anyway, that's coming from PCS. They're obviously working on that. But I thought it was a pretty cool piece.
Yeah, it's Devastator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
What
Borg
did I say?
Cube
Did I
101.
say Devastator? I can't
Yeah, I
remember.
was confirming Borg Cube at 101 said Devastator.
Okay, thank you guys. This is a 1/10 scale Cyclops from Iron Studios. They have a lot of the 90s comic book look, which I thought was really cool.
That looks good for a small piece.
I like the paint. I like the paint application on it.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
got
that's
that.
X-Men 97, around the 97 time
Looks
frame.
almost like cell shading, like where they make
Exactly.
it look like the comic
Yep.
book.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. Same with Gambit. They're doing a Gambit as well.
These will be popular.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, especially at that scale. I think it's
If they're the right price point. If they get these like, under the $200 mark,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll be popular.
yeah. Same with Rogue.
I can see like that 150, 175 would be perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It's real simple base, so it shouldn't be too expensive.
Exactly.
So they also had a new Captain America as
Ooh,
well.
that looks good.
I like the pose on this one.
Yeah, I like the pose and the texture.
Looks like the
The texture looks real good.
sideshow piece.
Yeah, 13 inches tall,
Man, that looks good.
and swap out heads too. So that's kind of neat for them.
That's fun.
But yeah, I thought the sculpt was really nice. I like the colors.
Swap out heads. That's
Yeah, I say you don't see that on
not
that
on
scale.
10 scale.
Not on that scale. So I thought that was pretty neat.
I'm curious to hear Jeff's on that since. What do you think about that one, Jeff?
I think it looks really cool.
I
Great
like the
pose.
texture of the suit.
I like the height of the base. Like
Yeah.
it's got a really nice movement to it.
Yeah, that looks really neat.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool piece by them. They also have a Raven as well, and I believe the Raven also has swap out heads.
Oh,
That's awesome. That should
that
be
looks
bigger.
awesome. Yeah.
So that's what it looks like. Look at that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get
Wow. That's really cool.
Could you imagine that at quarter scale?
Yes,
fine, but-
please.
I've been waiting forever
Yes,
for a
please.
Raven special.
I know everybody's been waiting for one, and no one's ever done her. But like this would be a perfect quarter scale for them.
I'm surprised they're not doing it.
They
I
did a
know.
Starfire. It sold out. It's popular. Do a Raven. Come on.
And that's crazy to me. They also had a is this Ronin?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That looks cool.
yeah. I like the base.
Yep.
It's fun. Iron Studios is doing some really great stuff.
Yep.
Give a shout out to our good friend Sean Murphy. I'm looking forward to seeing him this summer at Fan Expo Dallas. And he recently got to finally see his bike for the very first time. He's never seen it, but he finally got to see it. So definitely Dan and I still love our pieces. And
Oh, yeah.
it's just so cool that Sean finally gets to see his. This was a piece also from PCS, maybe from the Howling. I think
is
this
from
is,
the Howling.
Yeah, from one of the swap outs, the severed hand. I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty fun.
That's pretty neat. Conan, this has been controversial this week.
Can you zoom in on that? What scale
I like
is
the
this?
other one.
This is half scale.
Half? Wow.
Yes, half. This is what all the controversy has been about this week.
So why? I've seen that, but I don't know why. I don't get it.
There's been a certain pocket of the online community that's been very very harsh.
What don't they like about it though?
Yeah.
Likeness, I think.
Really?
The likeness
It looks
is it perfect? It is not.
No.
But I think it's clearly Arnold. It's clearly young Arnold. And I know Ant has really come out. And first of all, in order for this to be made, Arnold had to sign off on it.
Yeah.
And then some people were saying like his muscles were too big, and Ant responded, well, sometimes the actors like it to be puffed up a little bit, a little bit bigger than normal life.
That's fine.
This is
so,
when, by the way, this movie was created when Arnold was at his biggest.
Oh yeah, I was
Correct.
gonna say, I remember as a kid,
You know, I
he
mean,
was big.
Yep.
yeah, he was massive.
to me, that looks about right. I mean, if you watch the, Arnold documentaries from when he was, competing in Mr. Universe, which was literally like 2 years before this, if that. I mean, I don't know. I think it looks a lot
I
like
think it's right
me.
on.
But yeah,
I
this
was
is
just looking at pictures of him when he was competing. I think maybe even when he was filming this, maybe he's a little bit more defined. If anything, I think his buys were probably even more like mass bigger.
Bigger, yeah.
I like
But that's
the
not a
other-
bad thing. I mean, it's fine.
The other one with him painted with the painted
The war paint.
the war paint. Yes.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Come
But
on.
the torso in general, like the chest and everything, looks spot on.
I was gonna
You know
say,
what I just noticed too, Chris, in that last picture where the hands look really good.
this one here
Yep.
has a nice paint application. It's got real like leather effects, like real clothing, wool. I really like this base. It's got a skull base on this one, and then the other one has this kind of snake-like base.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I do think that the portrait, not so much on the war paint version, but on the other version, to me it looks a little cartoonish. Cartoonish version of Arnold.
I think that's fair. I mean, we're so used to, if we have if this was Blitzway, let's say,
right?
I think that it would just be a cleaner sculpt, a little bit more defined. Where I think what I find with some of with PCS's actor likenesses, it's just their features are a little soft.
Yeah, I can see that.
Most of them, but occasionally, like Candyman is really, really good.
I agree. I think that one was really good in person as well, especially the one with the bees coming out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I liked that one a lot. But I just feel like sometimes with their actors' likenesses, it's just a little too soft, and maybe we would like something maybe just slightly more defined.
One thing that surprised me about this piece is I've heard some people complaining about the price. The price on direct from PCS is $22.50.
I think that's fair.
To me, that's really fair.
For a quarter scale or for a half scale?
How many years ago did the half scale BVS Trinity go for $2,000 each?
I mean, a third scale shipped right now is $2,000.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
So for it to only be 10% more in 2024 seems like a very fair price to me.
Yeah, I don't think that price point's bad. So, I mean, again, art is, as we say, art is always in the eye of the beholder. If you don't like the likeness, then, obviously they don't buy it. Or Anne has also said, there were some issues with the eyes, and so they're tweaking a few things. So, I mean, companies are listening to feedback, and I always think that that's a smart thing for companies to do. But I think overall, this piece looks pretty great.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think both versions are pretty cool. I threw this in here because I'm a big AC/DC fan. I saw this on one of the posts. There's a company doing this. I thought it was a pretty cool little Brian Johnson piece.
Oh, that's cool.
From Knuckle Bonks or Bonds is what the company's name, but they do rock and roll statues. But again, real simple. Again, this is kind of a simplified sculpt, but I could definitely tell it's Bryan there. It's pretty cool. 1980s Bryan. This is a new Velociraptor from Prime One Studio. Always like their dinosaur work.
Yep.
Always fun pieces. This is the female. This is a 1/6 scale. So one of their smaller pieces. So quite a bit more affordable. Do you guys know anything about this? I threw this in here. This Batman First Night. Apparently it's already out.
Yeah, that's the new kind of a new story that they're going with, kind of back to the old days of Batman, just the old classic days. I love the art style so far.
I was going to say the art
looks like pulps rather than comics.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Aren't they doing like an old animated series like that as well?
Yeah, I thought they were doing a TV show.
Yeah.
It's been teased for years, and I think it's finally being made. Finally.
Yeah.
That's cool.
This was from Beast Kingdom. I just saw this. They teased this Riddler. I'm not all that impressed with the face, but it looks really small. It doesn't look like 6 scale. I don't know.
Yeah. It doesn't look like Jim Carrey, but
yeah, not impressed.
Yeah.
It's good as a Riddler though.
I'm impressed with this. This is Dobby. This is a half scale Dobby from Wizarding World of Harry Potter, obviously. But I think they nailed him.
Any idea what the price tag is on that one?
Half scale.
I don't know. Let me go to
half scale Dobby would not be very big.
No, it would not be. Let me see if Prime One has it up on their site yet. I got the pictures from their site, but I forgot to look at the price, if it's even available yet. Let me see.
It looks really good.
Okay, so this is a half scale. It's an edition size of only 300, and it's $8.99.
That's not too. How tall is it?
The size is 21 inches tall.
Ooh, I was close.
That's not bad.
I don't think it's that bad. There's also a bonus where you get the little cakes.
It's got to have the cakes.
Oh, I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
But I thought this was really cute. I mean, he's not cute, but I thought this was a cool piece.
No, if you're a big Harry Potter fan, I think this is kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, I think the sculpt's really nice.
Or even a cake fan.
Oh, yeah, if you like cake, sculpted cake.
But I guess, are they going to do other Harry Potter stuff in half scale?
I don't know about half. That's the only problem. I know they're
You know what
doing
I
some
mean?
smaller scale.
It might be kind of weird to have a half scale Dobby and a quarter scale everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
You could put him next to like Grogu and stuff.
There you go.
Maybe, yeah, that's a good point. Maybe we'll find out at the next level event.
Although Grogu's life size.
That's true. That is true. That sculpt is just awesome. I love
That's
it.
cool.
It really is.
Love
That's
that.
really good. Got a couple of new hot toy pieces. Star Wars Ahsoka. Some people said they thought that the likeness was really bad. Other people are saying it's really, really good. I have not seen the show, so I can't say one way or the other.
It's funny. Some people did say it was bad, and then someone posted a side-by-side of this piece, this figure, next to the picture that they must have used as the model for it. It's identical. It looks exactly like her.
I don't know what she's supposed to look like, but she looks real. I feel like I'm looking at a photo. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
the skin is crazy, scary good.
Yeah.
It really does look realistic.
in the eyes.
And they're doing light up lightsabers, which is really
that's
neat.
cool.
Oh, that is cool.
They're doing that on this one, and then also him, the other piece.
Yeah.
Which I have seen this actor, and I think that looks really good.
Yeah, he sadly passed away.
Oh, did he really?
He did.
That's too bad.
He was my age, I think.
Yikes.
Jeez.
That's not good. Well, anyway, a couple pieces from Hot Toys. I believe they're both available right now.
Tomorrow.
No, tomorrow.
Wow, that looks big. Oh, he's behind it.
Let's see. Oh, that was the other picture. I got that one out of order.
That looks cool.
Yeah,
That's
I like
that. That's the other cover from the first night.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. That's it.
Wow.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.